Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy and thank you for clicking on this video. The look I created today is a super fun and bright and colourful halo eye. You guys know I love a bit of colour, and I created this using the BPERFECT Cosmetics in collaboration with Stacey Marie MUA Carnival palette. If you want to know how I created this look, then just keep watching. So with my brows, I always like to start with a brow powder to lightly sketch the outline of the shape and then fill in the front end before going in with a dip brow to sharpen up the tail. I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills dark brown brow powder duo, and I'm going to start by sketching underneath my brow and pushing the product upwards. Then doing the same along the top of my brow. To be honest, I'm not really someone who cares that much about brows, and I know that sounds awful because a lot of influencers spend the most time on their brows, but for me, I just throw on the product and then clean it up afterwards, and it seems to work fine. Then I'm just taking a baby wipe on my fingernail and I'm going to go underneath and over the top of that brow just to clean up all the mess I've made. I know a lot of people tend to skip this step and go straight to carving with concealer, but I find that if I do that, then the excess product mixes with the concealer and makes a horrible brown colour, so I just like to get rid of the excess beforehand. I'm then just taking a little bit of my P. Louise base in the shade number 2 Rumour, and I'm going to go underneath and over the top of my brows and just carve them out to make them look a bit cleaner. I'm then just taking the leftover P. Louise base from the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid and blend it in with a dry beauty sponge. To get the nice crisp sharp line that you sometimes see on my Instagram, I always like to use a bit of tape. I believe this is called micropore tape, and I like to follow it from along where my lower lash line goes and just wing it out to the side of my eye. Something that I forgot to mention in my previous video is that I never ever set my eye base. I always like to leave it wet and tacky so that the shadows on top come out more vibrant and they stick to the base a bit better. So I'm just going to begin with the yellow shade named Keen from the BPERFECT Cosmetics with Stacey Marie MUA Carnival palette, and I'm just going to take that shade on the inner third of my eye. Then going in with the bright orange shade named Lit, which is next to that yellow, I'm just going to take a clean Morphe M514 brush and lightly start to blend that next to the yellow. I'm just going back between those two brushes I've used and blending the colours together so that they're nice and diffused into each other. Then with my Makeup Addiction pencil brush, I'm going in with the shade Funky, which is the bright neon pink in the palette, and I'm just going to start taking that next to the orange. I can't even express enough, you need the tiniest bit of this colour because it is so neon and so pigmented, it's actually ridiculous. Then I'm just taking a clean blending brush and I'm going to blend the tops of all of those colours so they go together nice and even. Don't forget to keep going back and forth between the colours and the different brushes you've used to make sure that all the colours go together nicely. So my camera stopped recording, but I started taking the purple shade named Wasted underneath the pink and blending it into that pink shade. To start on the cut crease, I'm taking my P. Louise base again, but in the shade 0 this time, which is essentially a stark white, which is perfect for when you want that really bright halo or cut crease. And I'm just taking that on my Zoeva 144 soft concealer brush. To begin mapping out my cut crease, I always like to look straight on in my mirror and then dot out 3 lines just above where my natural crease is and then end up joining them together. Before that concealer starts to transfer, you want to set it down in place with a white shadow. So for today, I'm taking the shade Charm from the P. Louise palette, and I'm going to go around the edge of that cut crease and just down the centre. Going back to that BPERFECT Cosmetics and Stacey Marie MUA Carnival palette, I'm taking the shade Wasted again on the same brush as I did earlier, and I'm going to pack that on the outsides of that concealer we've placed down. Then going in with the shade Foolish, which is a peachy pink tone, and we're going to go in next to that purple, working in towards the centre of the eye. Then starting on the inner corner of the eye, I'm just taking the shades Mint and Envy, and I'm just going to pack that on the inner corner of that concealer. Invincible. Followed by the shade Sky right next door to that green. Then I'm taking the shade Prin from the P. Louise palette again, and I'm just going to use that to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Just before I go in and start on my face, I'm just going to line my top lash line with some black eyeliner and put some mascara on. So I had already moisturised my skin before we started filming, and now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Then I'm going in with the matching Fit Me concealer in the shade 05, just under my eyes and along my forehead to brighten up the features of my face. And I'm just setting everything in place with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. To give my face a little bit of definition, I'm just going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills light to medium powder contour kit on a Morphe E33 fan brush and going around my cheekbones and around my forehead. Then mixing the shades Pink Me and Saint from the same BPERFECT / Stacey Marie MUA Carnival palette, I'm going to take those and use them as highlighter. Back to my lower lash line, I'm just going to use all the shades that I used on the top of my eye and go underneath the eye with them. Finally, before we put on some lashes, I'm just going to line my waterline with the white eyeliner from Ardell Beauty. So I just went off camera quickly and added some lashes. These are the Luxe lashes in the style Bia, and I also added the Anastasia Beverly Hills Toffee lip gloss to finish the look off. So that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. You know the drill. If you liked it, then make sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment below. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more. I'd really appreciate if you could also go and follow me over on my Instagram. It's at Lsgmakeup. And if you do decide to recreate this look, please make sure to tag me, because I love seeing your recreations more than anything. But that is all for this video, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Bye!